Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to a new edition of Grafton Minute by Minute. I'm Bob DeToma. My guest in studio today is Lisa Kelley. She's an outreach worker at the Grafton Senior Center. Hello.
Hi, Bob. Thanks for having me.
Nice to have you in here.
Thanks.
It's too bad about Jack in the booth, though.
He's the worst. I can smell him from here.
So, on a serious note, we wanted to talk a little bit about what you do and how long you've done it. And so you work for the Senior Center.
I do.
You are the outreach worker.
Correct.
How long have you been doing that?
I have been doing that for 11 and a half years now. And the job has changed so much since we first started. We had a different director back then who wasn't really user-friendly. Barb Connolly, my director now, took over 7 years ago, maybe 8 years ago, and things have been a lot different since then. It's a friendlier environment. There's a lot more activities, a lot more for things for seniors to do. It's a happy, welcoming environment, and we're extremely busy. It's a very busy senior center when we're open.
So what are some of the major roles that you handle? What are some of the things you do on a daily basis?
As an outreach worker, I put seniors in touch with the services that they need, and the range is incredible. It could be, my trash didn't get picked up. Do you know why? I need a house painter. I need somebody to fix a window frame. I need a landscaper. I need a handyman. My cat is sick. What do I do with that? I have to have a vast knowledge of information to supply to them. So it's just easier for them to get the help that they need and quickly. So
you're like Grafton's version of Google.
I kind of am. I mean, there's a serious side to it too. If there's hoarding issues, if they're being abused, if they're being neglected, I have to be ready to handle all that too. But mainly, a simple return phone call is enough to make a senior very, very happy. So I can do my job sometimes very quickly with a quick answer, or sometimes it's so much more than that.
The key word in one of those answers was hoarding. That caught my ear. So somebody's not going to call you up and say, "I think I'm a hoarder." You're going to hear.
Yeah, a neighbor.
Okay.
A neighbor will call and say that.
So how do you get involved in something like that?
Well, what we try and do is get the Board of Health involved. That doesn't always happen. So if I can help out the person, hoarding is not you're dirty. Hoarding is a mental health issue, and it's a very serious one. The people look around and say, "These are my things that I love." I would look around and say, "Oh my God, this is a dangerous situation." So usually, what we do is refer to Elder Services of Worcester, who is my governing body, and they are amazing. They'll send out a caseworker and try and help. But at the end of the day, this is the most frustrating thing. If a senior says, "No, I don't want your help," it's over. They have civil rights and they can live the way they want. So sometimes it's frustrating, but most of the time,
I was going to say it must be hard to walk away from a situation like that.
It's very, very hard, but I have no right, nor do the police, or nor do any other services to say, "This is not the way you should live, you need to change." Nobody can tell them that. So it's tough.
So what would you advise young people that are looking for career fields? What would you tell somebody that's interested in a career in elder services or even a specific job such as yours?
Just have a vast amount of knowledge, really research everything so you can give them the best advice possible, and reach out to the community. I have a list that I have going because the senior center is part of the town. We don't recommend anybody put the town on the line, but I do have numbers readily available for them to call, like landscapers, plowers, somebody to wash the windows, things like that. And the number one thing is I need to call them and talk to the owner and make sure they're going to call back, because that's one of the most frustrating things for seniors and the rest of us too, right? To get an electrician or a plumber, things like that. You have to be very patient. Sometimes the seniors will call with a problem, you work it out, they'll call a half an hour later and they're just not sure exactly what happened, and you have to be ready to tell them all over again as if it was the first time. And really embrace the fact that our senior citizens are a gift to us. Their stories, their memories, the way they grew up, especially the World War II vets. Pretty soon we won't have them anymore. Those stories are going to disappear, and they are fascinating to listen to. So I think you really have to have an innate appreciation for our older generation and what they've accomplished to pave the way for us.
So other than being Grafton's version of Google, what are some of the other programs that you offer Grafton seniors?
So the Grafton Senior Center offers, our biggest thing is exercise. We run 4 classes a day sometimes, and we are so lucky to have that gym because we fill it from the front to the back is full of senior centers. Body and soul, Zumba, line dancing, a balance class, Tai Chi. We have a vast offering of exercise classes that is highly, highly utilized. We have a library that they can borrow the books from. We offer lunch every day. We offer the Meals on Wheels go out through there. People come in and run programs like Shine will come in and give you advice on insurance, which is a very complicated issue. I have not mastered that. I'm not the Google of health insurance, for sure. Geez, there's all sorts of things that we offer up there. It's just, even if you want to come up for a cup of coffee, family members are welcome to come up and talk to me. You know, mom's not doing so good. I've noticed, like, you know, she's not answering questions that quick. She got into an accident with her car. Come on up, sit in my office. It's private. Talk to me. We'll get through it. We'll figure it out. So we offer a lot of services.
And some of the things that you mentioned in the pre-COVID universe. So we've all had to scramble to come up with solutions. And some of those programs that you mentioned, Mary Dragon and her line dancing, she does that here in the studio. We had the gentleman from Shrewsbury that did the Tai Chi. And then, of course, we have Jessica Mello's doing her exercise program from the comfort of her home, and she diligently sends those videos to us. So, yeah, the world's changed a little bit. We're still able to offer something for the seniors at home, and we got a nice thank you card, too, for doing all that.
I'm sure you do. We get them all the time. The seniors really appreciate being in touch and being able to do the things that they normally do through COVID, because they're lonely and they've had it. It's a year. Have we all had it? I've had it. Have you had it? It's been a long road, and especially the senior population who is so in danger of becoming isolated anyways. So it's nice for them to, you know, go on the Zoom or go on the cable access channel and be able to at least exercise for their mental health. So we appreciate that, Bob.
Well, it's been fun to have new people come in here and breathe some life into the place. So who's welcome to come up there and enjoy the services of the Senior Center?
So we offer services for Grafton residents 60 and above, but that's not the only people that can come in. Everybody's actually welcome if you're disabled, if you're above 60, to enjoy the services. Family members, say a daughter will call and say, my mom's not eating and she's lonely and stuff. We'll invite the daughter to come up with her mom and have lunch with her so she feels comfortable the first few times. We have a ton of out-of-towners who will come in and be like, I don't like my senior center. So they come to us and we welcome them with open arms, because that's the reputation we want, a welcoming, fun senior center. That's who we want to be. So if you're 60, if you're disabled, we'd love to have you.
Okay. If you know of anybody that has a service that you think would be a great topic for an in-studio shoot, you know, maybe dancing, exercise, anything you can think of, you know, have them reach out to us, because we'd love to have them come in and do it, and to continue to provide new services for elders at home that are glued to their TV screens. She's Lisa Kelley. I'm Bob DeToma. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, you can reach out to Lisa at 508-839-9242.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you. Thanks, Bob.